Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel for a brand new video on WRC 7. Today it's the beginning of our WRC season. We're driving for Toyota and our first rally here in Monte Carlo is about to begin. It's going to be 5 stages, of course an ear stage, pretty much like the WRC 2 season, but the beginning of our WRC season is about to happen pretty much right now on this episode. So really looking forward to check out the cars. You know, we've already checked out the Ford and that, but I've never driven the Toyota, so I'm really looking forward to driving this car. Make sure to mention that the last rallies might be even live streamed because I'm not going to be able to upload them, but we'll see about that. I've also got an informing video coming up, but forget all that. Let's get into the first stage. 5.57 kilometers, 70% tarmac, 30% snow. Let's do this. So here we go, first stage of our WRC career. Really looking forward to driving the car. You know, like, we've been waiting for this moment for quite a while, and it's been a long journey through the junior WRC and WRC 2 seasons. But the time has come. We're about to get on with our first stage in WRC and we are off. This is the beginning of either something great or something bad. You never know if we're gonna get used to the car easily or if it's gonna be a hard and tough season. The car already feels much faster, that's all I've got to say for the time being. It just feels so fast. Much faster in terms of acceleration. So yeah, gotta get used to the car and try and find its limits.
Into left 1, caution, narrows, and right 3 into kinks. And right 3.
First small mistake here, as you can see. And another one.
Open hairpin right into tarmac.
Onto tarmac now. Oh god, handbrake seems to be a lot different than previous tiers of cars. Seem to stop the car and just move the back end quite a lot there.
Chicane right, short. Left 4, tightens 3, short into hairpin right.
It's good to be on tarmac, you know, get a great first feeling of the car. Back to snow now. In snow I seem to be struggling quite a bit. Oh, that was beautiful. That was a beautiful corner.
Right 2, tarmac, into left 4, into crest. And right 5, don't cut, 50, right 5, and left 5, long, over crest, tightens 4, into right 3, short, don't cut, into flat left, 40, and finished!
Final corner, full throttle onto the finish line. Let's see where we're gonna end up. 4th position, respectively, only 5.3 seconds behind the leader, Thierry Neville, 2 seconds behind Ozia, and 4 seconds behind Harry Mattilatola. So really good result here on our first stage in WRC. I wasn't expecting myself to do so well, but there you go. That's a great first impression from the car. 4th position. Let's get into the next one. Second stage of the Monte Carlo rally. First one went absolutely perfect in my opinion with this 4th position result. Let's see how this one is gonna go. I have high expectations due to my first stage, so I mean we still need to get used to the car handling and all that, but
into right 4, into left 4, tightens, don't cut, into right 3, into hairpin.
I mean if we did have a great result in the first stage, why not have another great result here in the second stage? So nothing else to say, just pure concentration now. Try and give it our best shot. For anyone wondering, I changed the camera view from the car because I've tried on the WRC cars the onboard camera, the first person camera, and I just didn't like it. I didn't like that point of view. It was pretty tough. Then I tried this one because I see a lot of pro players, let's just say, using this point of view, so it is more comfortable and I like it a little bit more.
Into right 3, don't cut, and left 3, don't cut. Right 2 and left 3.
Oi, that's our first mistake right here. Slightly there, slightly, just put a little bit more throttle there than needed. And we just went straight to the wall there. I think we lost 3 or 4 seconds here. But yeah, for the camera change, I think it's a little bit more. I think you will like it a little bit more too, in my opinion, because you can feel like the environment a little bit more. Slight contact with the wall, the rear of the car slightly touched the wall there, the barrier, but didn't lose any time at all, I think. Yeah, tell me down in the comments below if you like that camera, but I'll most likely keep it because it fits me a lot and it fits my driving style quite a lot. Oh yeah, I need to learn how to use the handbrake because I'm struggling with the handbrake quite a lot. I think I either stay on it a little bit more than I should, or I don't know, I need to get used to it, guys. The last couple of corners, as you can see right now, some really fast corners right now. Full throttle onto the finish line once again. Let's see where we're gonna end up. It's 4th position once again. This time the gap is slightly bigger, but I still think we did a quite good job that we are in 4th position, 6.3 seconds behind Neville, 4 seconds, somewhere around 4 seconds behind Ozzy, and also almost, let's just say, 5.5 seconds behind Otto Tanak, who is actually on the Ford. But the overall results, we're now up into P3, so there you go. We are already in the podium position here in Monte Carlo. This Monte Carlo rally has just started way too well, in my opinion. We need to just keep that pace and get that podium, in my opinion. We're still like close to the first position, Terry Neville, only 11 seconds behind him and 6 seconds behind Ozzy. So I'm not going to rule out the possibility of a victory here, but let's just say I wasn't expecting such a good show in here, because compared to the previous first rallies I had in different categories, they were absolutely terrible. Whereas here in WRC, you know, we're doing pretty well. We're doing pretty well, in my opinion. Like, not pretty well, we're doing perfectly, in my opinion. For a first, like, impression of the car and everything, like, we're doing extremely well on those on that first rally. So we just gotta keep it up. We shouldn't make any more mistakes, otherwise, you know, we could end up pretty badly, and the whole podium thing might just be forgotten.
And right 3, don't cut, into crest, into right 1, opens. And left 4, long, hard brake, into hairpin left, don't cut, tarmac, into open hairpin right, and left 5, into right 3, and caution, brake, into chicane right, don't cut, 50, right 4, 40, left 4, and right 4, 40, right 5, short, into crest, left 5, 30.
Oi, that was a backflip, oh my god. Oh god, I messed it up here. Thank god we didn't retire. Thank god we didn't retire there. I thought the car would just break down with that huge impact we had there. Oh my god. I know we get that penalty, but thank god we didn't retire. I'm not gonna lose any more time. That was very close to pretty much. That's what I'm talking about. One mistake that could pretty much end our rally. That's what I'm talking about. It's also the E stage, so it's pretty long, so there's a high chance of making mistakes here.
Right 6, into flat left, and right 5, into left 4, 30, left 5, tightens, and right 5, long, tightens 3, don't cut. Into left 5, into hairpin left, don't cut, and right 4, 40, flat left. Right 4 and left 5, tightens 3, long, into kinks. Right 4 into kinks, and right 4, 80. Left 3, long, don't cut, 30. Left 4, short, into brake. Right 2, tightens, into left 4, into kinks, 120. Caution, hard brake, hairpin right, 30, right 4, hard brake, into hairpin left, 30. Left 5, 40, right 6, long, into snow, caution, hard brake, square left, 80. Flat right, into kinks, into right 5, long, tightens 4. And right 3, long, into left 4, don't cut, 40. Caution, brake, right 5, into square right, tarmac, and square left, snow, into right 5, tightens.
Pretty well for the time being. I've been trying to concentrate as much as possible. So yeah, it's been a good stage so far. Yeah, so I should just stop talking. Whenever I'm talking like something bad happens, slightly made contact here. There's pretty much a lot of understeer when I go on snow. Let's just hope that there's tarmac again. There you go, back to tarmac, back to tarmac. Thank God.
Tighten 5, 30. Right 5, tightens, long, 40. Left 5, hard brake, and hairpin right, don't cut, widens, into left 4, 30.
Oh, I think that was Ozier. I think that was the fault of Ozier. He was stopped there in the middle of the corner. I think that was Ozier, and he might even retire from this stage, and he might even lose all that time right here. As we come across the line through the final corner, you could see that the final hairpin, you could see Ozier actually was standing still, and I honestly think that Ozier might have just retired from this stage, because I don't even see him in the top 10 or anywhere near the top 10. So yeah, Sebastian Ozier has just lost 7 seconds after retiring from this ES stage. What a disaster for the Frenchman here. That just escalated quickly. We're still in third position because Tanak overtook us, but now we have a great chance of being in second position. You never know, as Tyrrell Ever was 30 seconds ahead of me. Like, he's gonna win probably this rally, but Ozier has just retired. So yeah, with Ozier's retirement now, our only rival for second position at the time being is Otto Tanak, who is Ozier's teammate. As we got to repair the car, there's not a lot of time to repair it, so we're just gonna do as many repairs as we can, and we're gonna repair the parts that are vital to be repaired. So these are our repairs. Let's get to the next stages and hope we can do well. Let's go for this stage, 100% tarmac. It's snowy, also 8.5 kilometers. So with Ozier's retirement, things are getting a little bit easier for me, but still we shouldn't rule out any of the other competitors, because Danny Soda, I think it's also pretty close, and Otto Tanak is also ahead of us, so we need a good show-off here in order to get that second position. But as for Ozier, he might not even get points in this stage, and he'll get some points from the power stage. So for the time being, we're looking good. This podium is looking very likely to happen in our first ever rally in WRC, so big sins here.
Tightens, into kinks, left 4, short, into right 3, opens, don't cut, and right 2, into left 1, don't cut, 30. Right 3, tightens, and left 4, 30. Right 4, short, don't cut, 80. Left 4, tightens, keep in. Into right 3, short, 30, caution, left 5, tightens 2, and opens. And right 4, tightens 3.
Oh, this is the final corner, down into second gear now.
Into finished.
And third gear through the final right-hander through the finish line. I see Tanak ahead of me, so let's see. Have we overtaken him? It's first position. First position. Our first win in the stage comes in our first rally in WRC. Incredible scene. 7.6 seconds ahead of Terry Neville and 8.4 seconds ahead of Ozzy. 11.6 seconds ahead of Soto and 26 seconds ahead of Tanaka. That is going to put us easily onto second position going on to the final stage. So yeah, podium looks very likely. So yeah, let's get to the final stage and give it our best shot again. Final stage, podiums is pretty easy, as I've already told you guys. So yeah, I think we're like something like 7 seconds ahead of Soto. Win seems unlikely, but I'll take a podium. Like I think in WRC2 we had a podium just because it was 4 competitors in the first rally. In Junior WRC I don't think we got the podium in our first rally, so to be on the top tier and get a podium actually if we don't make any mistakes. So I'm just gonna take it easy, guys, in all honesty, to secure that podium. And like, it's gonna be one of my most successful rallies of all time, this one. And it also opens up for improvements, you know, improvements to fight for victories in this season. Like, this first rally is a great thing to see, you know. It's motivating me to push a little bit harder, fight for some victories in this season, you never know.
Right 3, tightens 2, long, into left 1, into right 3, don't cut, and left 3, don't cut, right 2 and left 3, over crest, 13, into kinks, 100, into right 4, tightens, into kinks, 50, left 5, 13, right 3, into left 3.
Pretty fast really. It's just mad. The speed that those WRC cars have is just incredible. 100% recommend you to try this, guys. It's just beautiful.
Brake, 13, caution, square right, don't cut, widens, 60.
I think this is our first stage. Yeah, it's the exact same stage as the first one. We didn't make as many mistakes as last time. A slight mistake here through the final corners. Just lost the back end slightly. Let's see our result for this one. Are we going to get any points from the power stage? It's 4th position. And I think we're just about going to get 2 points from the power stage. Whereas Sebastian Ozier is going to get the 5 points from the power stage. So that's going to be pretty good for Sebastian Ozier, as you can see right here, because he wasn't in the top 10, so those 5 points are pretty crucial for him, because he hasn't gone he's not going to leave Monte Carlo without points. So as for us, dreaming, like an incredible debut here in WRC, a dreaming start. Like, I never thought we would achieve something like that. 2nd position in Monte Carlo, and also pretty close, you know, it's pretty close to Terry Neville, and without some mistakes, I think we would have been closer to him. But you know, we're gonna leave that for the next couple of rallies. It's T Hyundai is on the podium, on 1st and 3rd position. As for us, a Toyota on 2nd. A great result. Absolutely loved the car. The car feels good. Let's just say first impressions of the car. It feels good. It feels fast. We just need to learn to use the handbrake just a little bit, and I think that a win could well and truly come. But we shouldn't like relax, because let's just admit that 3rd position would be a likely result to come, because if Ozzy wouldn't retire, then we would have been on 3rd in my opinion. But it's a good result. We're just gonna be happy for the time being, you know. But I'm just gonna say we need to up our game in the next couple of stages. We shouldn't like relax after seeing such a good result here in Monte Carlo. So we need to up our game, fight for victories, and at the end of the day, you never know, we could even fight for the championship. But for the time being, we are not going to be as lucky as we were this time round. I know we've driven well today, but we need to be a little bit better. We need to up our game to fight with Neville, Ozier, who's going to be probably winning rallies by the next rally, which is going to be in Sweden, for anyone wondering, Sweden is gonna be first event of Sweden is gonna be, it's got 2 events of that, so 2 1v1 events, so pretty happy to see that. It's as you know, my favorite event, so favorite stages, so we're gonna have double the action here of the 1v1 stages. It's gonna be once again 5 stages here in Sweden, and I think all the stages are consistent of 100% snow, so it's gonna be a really interesting thing to see how we're gonna do in snowy conditions. So as for the time being, that was it for today, guys. An informing video is gonna come very soon, explaining the schedule for the summer, and you know, the new series coming, like F1 2018 career mode, Real Rally 4 career mode, some GTRT videos. I got a lot of things coming up in the channel before schools begin, so still got a lot of work to do in the channel, but for the time being, that was the video for today, guys. If you enjoyed, smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, guys.